All right, so here's how to do a lat pull down. So we have our machine here. So your machine at the gym might look different, but ultimately the mechanics are going to be the same. You want to select a weight that you're comfortable with. You're going to adjust the knee pad to a certain height so that your butt doesn't get lifted off the ground. So we're going to do that right now. It's at the right height for me. So now that we have our bar, when we're talking about doing a lat pull down, if it's not mentioned, if it's a wide grip or a closed grip, we're just going to go shoulder width. You can use the lines on the bar as points of references to make sure that you're even on each side. All right, so from here, we're going to sit down, and there's the first one, and I'm going to lower the shoulders, so lock them in. The second part would be to activate the lats. You'll feel it's maybe like a 1 to 2 inch motion to lock in the lats, and you're simply going to pull down. Now, one thing that's important to mention is you're pulling at the foot of the lat pull downs behind. Lock everything in, bring it down, and you basically want to bring the bar to pretty much touching your chin. If you're here, your lats are properly contracted, and you're going to be able to go all the way up and get a full stretch, right? None of these half reps type of thing. You're not going to be working the muscle properly. In order to properly work a muscle, you have to fully stretch it and contract it. So we're going to go down, I'm going to pull to the chin, and then bring it all the way up. Get that full stretch, and then down. So one thing you notice is I'm moving slightly backwards just so I can pull it to my chin. I'm not backing up like this. I'm not using it. This is moving a little slightly so you're able to clear the bar to basically be able to get to your chin. You don't need to pull it to your chest, because if you do that, you're going to engage more of your shoulders, which is not a shoulder exercise, it's a back exercise. And in terms of breathing pattern, you want to breathe in on the way down, breathe out on the way up. So you notice that when I pull to my chin, what the motion is, and when I try to touch my chest, what my shoulder does. Ultimately, you want to stay in control, get a full stretch, bring it to your chin. As a good cue to remember, your hands are simply hooks when you're holding on to the bar, and you want to be pulling from your elbows. So if there was someone that had some string attached to your elbows behind you and was pulling your elbows down, that's what a proper lat pull down should be. All right, it's going to be holding on here, pull from the elbows, and go all the way up. Because ultimately, if you're trying to use your hands or your forearms, you're trying to muscle your way through, you might be able to lift heavier, but you're not actually working the muscle that you're supposed to be working. And so just pull from the elbows as you're doing the motion. Promise you'll get some pretty good lat engagement. So that is how you do a lat pull down.